Hi, Kurt Jackson, Retirement Income Strategist with KJ Financial in Liberty, Missouri here, where we help make sure that all those little financial things that can pop up and become big financial things and derail your retirement or ruin your retirement, we help you make sure that those never happen. And all the while we're doing that, we also help you safely increase your lifelong, ever-increasing net spendable retirement income up to $2,560 per month for life. Right? We help you do that. You know, inflation and living longer, or longevity as we call it, are really the biggest risk multipliers that you're going to face in retirement. See, the longer you live, the more money it's going to take to pay the bills all those years. And since pretty much everything gets more expensive every year, the more years you live, the more money you're going to need to pay for those increasing costs of all those things too. Does that make sense? So the biggest thing for us to think about is, how can we make sure that your income not only lasts your entire life, no matter how long that may be, but that your income also rises enough to afford that growing cost to live. Does that make sense? I would think that would be something that everybody wants. See, traditional retirement planning's approach is to hope that the market cooperates and allows you to take more money out as things get more expensive, and they hope that it lasts your entire life. Now, is hope the way that you want to live your retirement years? Are having all those maybes the way you want to live your retirement years? So let's talk about these 5 tips. Our first tip is to stay away from traditional planning based on bets, on hope, and on the fact that the system is really rigged against you. Tip number 2 is to make sure you understand how the guarantees, okay, when I talk about the guarantees, that the guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the companies that are offering those, okay? But understand how the guarantees offered by some of the strongest companies in the world can provide you with income for the rest of your life, no matter how long you live. Tip number 3 is to understand how those same companies can offer you guarantees that your income will also rise each year in an effort to keep up with inflation. Tip number 4 is to explore how different strategies can guarantee to create a significantly higher income for life at different intervals in retirement. And sometimes this income ends up being higher than it would be with the income that we created in tip number 3. That's why you got to review them. Tip number 5, and our last one, is to make sure that you're doing all the things now to make sure that your income tax bill in retirement is minimized, or better yet, eliminated. Right? Has your current advisor or retirement income plan administrator shared any of these tips with you? Have they talked about them? See, they seem pretty significant to me, and maybe I'm off base here, but shouldn't they be at least letting you know about them so you can make the decision whether or not you want to explore them and explore how they would impact you and your individual situation? I mean, that would just make sense, wouldn't it? Or I guess maybe I'm off base here. You know, if I am, just that's fine. Don't respond to this. If I'm off base, that's perfectly understandable. So if they haven't shared those with you, then the good news is we will. We're happy to share them with you. So if you're ready to explore how these 5 tips might help your particular situation, well, just pick up the phone, call me direct. That's the quickest, easiest way to do it, 816-582-5532. Or you can fill out the form below the video. If there doesn't happen to be a form, you might be watching this through our YouTube channel where there's no form. Then you can just email Kurt, K-U-R-T, KJFinancialOnline.com, and just put 5 tips to maintain my lifestyle in retirement. Okay, we'll know what you're talking about there. Appreciate you tuning in. If you found value in this, if you think anybody, your friends, family, coworkers might find some value in it, please feel free to forward the link to them. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm sure they would too. And even if we don't talk, I still hope that you have the retirement that you want. Probably going to be a little more difficult for you. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. I'm tooting my own horn there. My apologies for that. But if you'd like to speak with us about it, we'd be more than happy to share these ideas with you to see if they might mesh with what you want to do. Like I said, if I don't talk with you in the future, I do hope that you have a great retirement. Thanks for tuning in.